My guest today is Brad Berry. Now, Brad is the head hockey coach at the University of North Dakota, and his team just won a game, took a series from St. Lawrence this weekend. But the main reason we were interested is there were a couple of former Dallas Stars on his ice today. Tony Hrkac and Ed Belfour, former Stars, part of a North Dakota team that won a championship in 1987, and they honored that team before the game tonight. What did that mean to you looking at those guys out on the ice?
Well, it was a great feeling, obviously, to have those icons. I call those guys icons coming into our building after 30 years winning a national championship here. They're a big part of our tradition. If you ever walk around this rink, there's pictures loaded with them on the walls here, and they were the ones that developed our culture and our foundation of success, and we honor them to this day.
What's the value for your team to be able to stand out there and watch that ceremony and see those guys?
Well, you know what, for the young guys, obviously I know all those guys, but for the young guys, it's knowing that these guys came before them, and that there's a bar that we have to get to. These guys got to the pinnacle of college hockey, winning a national championship, and these guys want to do the same. So again, to see the likes of Eddie Belfour and Tony Hrkac and Bob Joyce come through our building, it raised the hair on the back of their necks, and it's something to strive for.
Brad was part of the first Dallas Stars season back in 1993-94, and so that team, and certainly from there on, helped establish the sport in Texas. So if you are now a hockey fan because of that, you should come see a game here. Describe for folks that may not have seen it, what sort of atmosphere you guys try to put together here? Well,
it's second to none as far as college atmosphere. If you think of college football, obviously you know it very well in the state of Texas. It's very similar to that. I mean, people look forward to the weekends. We get 11,500 people, and that's maximum capacity here every night. It's jammed. It's raucous. They are a fun group, a fun fan base. But when we go on the road, they travel too. We went to Madison Square Gardens. We had 8,000 fans in Madison Square Gardens. So again, they're a very loyal and passionate fan base.
The arena is tremendous as well, the Ralph Engelstad Arena. So if you find yourself in Grand Forks for some reason, you should check it out. And then lastly, let me just ask you about your team. You haven't lost yet this year. How are you feeling about where they're at in their development? Well,
it's early yet this season, and I don't want to be loaded with a bunch of cliches, but we're very proud of our group so far. They're a hard-working group. We won a national championship 2 years ago, and some of the players are still on that team, and some have left. And again, we want to try to mesh our team to try to get to the pinnacle of college hockey, and that's to win it all again. But again, we got to make sure we take care of the steps in the process.
If you're in Grand Forks, you should come see this guy's team and come see this arena. Really entertaining hockey experience. With Coach Brad Berry, I'm Rush Olson for the Fort Worth Weekly.